Hello and welcome to this demo video. Before we get started, I'd just like to explain to you a few things which will relate to all of the basic range spreadsheets. Number one, there is a key on the intro and setup tab of all of the spreadsheets showing what the different color headers mean. The blue headers mean that the cell's formulated, so it's locked and you can't change it. The yellow headers are where you can input data, and occasionally there might be some gray headers, which is just a different kind of data input, but we'll include instructions as and when that happens. The other thing that you can be aware of is there are ways in which you can damage the spreadsheet. So please do take a look at the link where you see this image, which will take you to a web page to show you how to better preserve your spreadsheet. Please feel free to keep a blank version of the spreadsheet somewhere, so that if you do mess up a spreadsheet that you're using, you can in fact just open a new one, a blank one. And some of the spreadsheets only last for a year, and then you've got a blank one to start the following year. So do keep a blank copy as a backup somewhere. And lastly, wherever you see this image, you can click on it. It'll take you back to the store where you purchased this product to see if you've got anything, any more products. One last thing, to see a demo video, you can click on this on a link that looks like this in order to go to the demo video, but that'll take you to the most recent demo. If in fact we've done upgrades and you're using an older version and you'd like to see the demo relating to your version, then do click on the watch on YouTube link, which will take you to that specific video on YouTube. So I think that's all you need to know. So without further ado, let's move on to this demo video. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to this demo video for the mileage for business use. This is if you're using your personal vehicle for business use. If you're using a business vehicle for personal use and you want to keep track of that, there's another spreadsheet for that. But this one is for using a personal vehicle for business mileage. Now that's whether you actually own the business or not is material. You can either claim back from the business, or you can claim back from your boss if you work for the business, or you can actually claim back from your business for mileage done with your personal vehicle. And this spreadsheet will help you keep track of what that is. So first and foremost, put in the rate. There is a default rate set, so do go online and try and find that rate. At the time of making this video, it was 10,000 miles. The first 10,000 miles at 45p a mile, and thereafter 25p. If you change that, it'll change all the values on your spreadsheet. So do be careful of what you put in there. Make sure that it's correct. Next is your journey types. What I've done is I previously had a free download of this where I didn't give you the journey types. You were literally just inputting data so that you could get that monthly value. But I just thought if you can actually categorize each journey, that will give you a much better breakdown of where your time's going, where your the miles are going. So you can input up to 10 journey types. Just don't put in any duplicates and don't call anything unassigned, because there'll be a default unassigned. Put in the driver's name. Obviously, the company name is locked, but you can put in the driver's name. You can put in the you can put the job title, whatever their job title might be. This is just for the spreadsheet; it's not going to go anywhere else. And select the starting month and input the starting year. Each spreadsheet will last for 1 year. You can keep a blank copy for the following year, but this is just so that we keep the graphs down to a 12-month period. Once you've set that up, you're ready to go. All you need to do is on your mileage log, put in the date, place from, place to, select from your drop down list what type of journey it was. That will be the list that you inputted on the intro and setup tab, and then just make a note of the purpose of the travel and how many miles. We're only using full miles, not using 0.2 of a mile, so just put in the full miles. And that's all you do. You just list those as and when you do the journeys. Just put in a new line per journey, and it's as simple as that. Some of them I've put in one journey and I put 2 places. If you really want to be pedantic and if you want to separate them obviously by the type, you would just need to separate those two into 2 different lines. There's no reason why you can't put 2 or 3 journeys for the same day onto one spreadsheet. So feel free to break that up if you wish. And as you do that, your report will generate. And this report is completely automated based on the data that you put in here, based on the settings on your intro and setup tab. So if you have a look at the report, you'll see it gives you your miles per month, per calendar month. I'll give you the value of those miles per calendar month based on the rate you've put in. the totals. It'll give you a breakdown per month, per type, per journey type. Here's the journey type breakdown overall for the year. So you can see I do a lot of journeys for networking. And then you can scroll down, you can see the cumulative mileage at the end of each month, so you can see how it's increased each month. This is all in the first rate. If I were to do the mileage over the 10,000 mark, then you'd see the yellow would appear at the top, so the mileage on the second rate. It's all cumulative. And if you scroll down even further, you can see each month, each journey type, and exactly how many you've had per month per journey. So essentially what you've got there, but in number form, so you can see exactly where your mileage is going, and there's your total for each different mileage type. So not only does it give you these values, which the old one gave you, but I mean it just gave you your monthly figure that you would essentially claim back for. So it still gives you those figures per month, but now there's so much more because it breaks all your journeys down into categories and shows you exactly where your mileage is going. So if that is useful to you, if you do use your personal vehicle for business use, at least that will be helpful for the values, if nothing else. But if you want to use this, I really suggest that you do think about how you want to break your journeys down into categories, because it's really is useful to be able to see exactly where your mileage is going. So if that's for you, I wish you all the best with it, and yeah, good luck with that. Thank you. Bye bye.